EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Detroit Lions. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. And Goff going to look to throw right away. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. On first down, it's gone. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And they'll get him down. Side of midfield. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Goff now looking to throw. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. The Lions at 7-6, a game over 500 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And they were able to tough it out last week, a close one-score game. And those are the kind of wins that pull you together as a team because everyone gains confidence and they feel like they can continue to get better.
Second down and 8. First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Goff. 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us for their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Now Herbert to start the drive. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4. These two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So if they can win again here in Detroit, they'd pull off the season sweep. Now a 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Herbert. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
A give left side here for Herbert. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And now off to the races down the right side. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. That's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. No score after one on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Herbert powering up the middle. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 50 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here. On first down, right back to Herbert. Evades him at the 10. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Now they'll change things up. On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Khalil Herbert, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. And that run caps off a 99-yard drive.
Would it be safe to say that that finishing run is an exclamation point on this one?
Big time. I mean, 99-yard drive.
I mean, when you start that, all you're thinking about as an offense is somehow trying to create room for your punter. And if you can get 2 first downs, you've considered the drive a success. I don't know what you call this. All the way down, putting in the end zone. That's pretty spectacular.
Ultimate success.
Will Watts set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances. I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside, but he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now he's absolutely shredding them.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. A handoff for Herbert. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties and the better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. That one behind his receiver and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their 2nd straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along, and from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively, and this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
Here's Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, for incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
11.
Out of the gun, Goff. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
And the Lions, first down.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Starting on the ground with Herbert. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now, we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0.
Lions 0. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play.
He's got a man complete. A big play there for Detroit. And even 50 yards. On first down, Goff. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 41. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And the Lions will take over here just shy of the 30.
Intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. That pass caught. It's Williams. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. And now here is another interception. Down the left sideline. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick-6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick-6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Bears 24, Lions nothing. Will Lutz set
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he returns this to the 22.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Play action. It's Goff. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. The kick by Lutz is good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So not the greatest of first halves for him, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
They'll look to throw here. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears extend their lead yet again. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Super 66.
It's a gain of 9.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
Ric Flair. Hey, Don.
Here's the former Bear. This is David Montgomery. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Montez Sweat with a tackle.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down, because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run, because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Super one. Maverick, Maverick. Maverick, whoa.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. And my goodness, another interception. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Bears will take over possession here up at the 44. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up second down. They'll set up a throw. That is caught by Herbert. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Now that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Let's go now. Warriors 70.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll fire deep, looking for more. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. DJ Moore, 35 yards. And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
Lutz with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. Defensively with this lead in the fourth quarter, I guess you can allow a run of that magnitude.
You're right about that, but really the focus has got to be don't fall in love with the idea that you're getting big runs now. You're right. They're actually being allowed. They've got to think really hard about getting some chunk plays through the air, too.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Super one.
Trying the left side with Gibbs. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Hold on. Check.
Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Jonah Jackson, former 3rd-round pick, the guilty party. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
DC.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Down to about the 32.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 2nd and 7.
Hey, kill. Hold on. Check. What's that?
Another run for Gibbs here. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And now here is another interception. And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
At the 22-yard line.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a shutout blowout win as well. Clearly just a superior effort on both sides of the ball.
Hey, didn't it feel like you get a touchdown, and then the defense jumped up and said, hold it, we're getting involved as well. You're exactly right. Big points, both sides contributing, a full team win.
So for the Bears, the final 3 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with the win. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for Detroit, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.